Welcome, everybody, to the MadBox podcast. You know, Noah, also, I'm joined by my co-host every week, MfNoah. Noah, how's it going?
Hello. I'm doing good, man. How you doing, man?
I am doing quite well. I hope everybody in the chat is doing very well. Also, let's do the introductions really quick. Also joined overseas in somewhere probably that's I don't know where Jamie, what town, I don't remember what town Jamie,
English town, England,
Nottinghamshire, Landville. It's wherever every town in England sounds like it was made up in a grim fairy tale. But joined overseas in merry old England is producer Jamie. Producer Jamie, how are you on this? Fine. Nope, he's asleep. I see that now. I pulled up the screen. He's asleep. Joined every week by producer Jamie as well. Welcome to the MadBox podcast. I'm doing well. To answer you asked that question, I'm doing well. Noah, how has your week been? Your full week of streaming?
It's been good, dude. Yeah, it's been good. It's been chilling. I've been playing games, dude.
We've both been playing Resident Evil 9. We were talking about Resident Evil 9.
Yeah, you think it's overhyped? I mean, I think it's okay. I'm having a good time. Oh, you know what I had to do? I had to do the spider part. Didn't like that. Didn't like that at all.
You don't like spiders?
I hate that. I know. I'm terrified of spiders, man. I almost quit. I almost just stopped playing the game. What do you mean?
I didn't realize this was one of your deep fears is spiders.
That is my deepest fear. Actually,
I'm not afraid of spiders. I don't think I'm afraid of spiders, snakes, like all these things that people are typically afraid of.
What are you afraid of, Tom? Are you just courageous?
To quote, I was going to say to quote Arnold. There's like a documentary with Arnold where somebody asks him what he's afraid of, and he goes, "The unknown."
So you're afraid of the unknown?
Well, no. What I'm saying is I'm like Arnold.
Oh,
that's what.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm very much like very.
You have to be
like
afraid
Arnold.
of something, Tom. Come on.
There's
gotta be one thing. It's gonna be something stupid too.
If I was going by like horror stuff, the thing that always the thing that I always find myself most interested in is ghost stories. I do think that I've gone ghost hunting and I've gone to some abandoned buildings and stuff like that. I do think if you go into a place, and I've talked about this on streams before. I don't know if I talked about this with you, but there was one time my friends and I broke into an abandoned slaughterhouse.
Okay.
I forget what town it was in. I'm from Massachusetts, so maybe ghosts? I was like, wait, what's that?
Cows? What were the ghosts?
Well, so this is
such animals.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was like animals, but like I've never been, but I've never been to a place where you could like feel that this was like there was like an energy there, and you could feel that there was like darkness there, and like there were and I think that animals have feelings too, and like animals grieve, and a fact that I found out recently, I don't know if you know this, Noah, this is an example of animals grieving. Did you know that Canadian geese mate for life, and when their partner dies, they grieve?
I didn't know that. Did you know that I can 1v1 a Canadian geese and take it out by myself?
Well, then if you took it out yourself, then its partner would be grieving after.
Yeah, I just want to make that clear that I could take on a Canadian goose if I wanted to.
If you wanted to,
I'm not going to. You're not if I wanted to.
But if you wanted to.
Also, Tom, the question is, what are you afraid of?
So
are you afraid of ghosts?
I was gonna say, I think I'm afraid of ghosts and like going into like a haunted place like that. And I think specifically my experience going into that slaughterhouse was there was such a negative presence and like a negative energy in that place. I think caused by the trauma of the animals, and also like the workers probably. I'm sure that there were some workers who were absolute psychos and enjoyed what they were doing, which is very deeply shocking. Jesus. But I think that there are people who are probably like, they don't care and they're like, this is just an animal. But I think that I've been an animal rights advocate for almost my whole life, like since I was a teenager, and I've been plant-based since I was a teenager as well. So like, I definitely feel a place like that. Also, I had a bias, I think, going into it, but because I'm like such an animal rights advocate, but I do think that there is like a negative presence in certain places, and like there's like trauma in certain places, and that's really scary. And I think if you go into like a sanitarium, or you go into like a hospital, like that, there's been like a lot of like death. Like, you know, if you go into those places, like you do a tour of like a place that's had like, you know, this is where they had hundreds of tuberculosis patients or something. Places like that are scary. So I think to me, the scariest things are places like that, where there's like really dark, negative feelings.
So I think you are afraid of it, but I think that is just like a human thing to be afraid of like ghosts. I don't think you're as afraid of ghosts as I am of spiders, because you're willing to go to a place that is haunted, right? I cannot be within 10 feet of a spider. I will leave the room. If there was a spider right now in this room, I would walk out and Carmen would have to do the podcast.
I think it's time for you to face your fears, my friend. It's time for you to.
In Resident Evil 9, it was terrible.
Oh, that's
the worst thing ever.
That's what we should circle back to. Noah and I also, please follow MfNoah on Twitch. Jamie streams on Twitch as Inside of Mind, and I stream as Mr. Whiskers Loves You. There's Jamie. Sleeping as usual. We've both been playing Resident Evil 9. Something I will say is that I do think that the game is grossly overhyped, and I like it. I finished my playthrough. I gave it a 7.9 out of 10. And I think that the game does a lot of things well, and it's very fun, and the combat with Leon is very satisfying. And I think that the scenes with Grace are appropriately scary. But I feel like the game takes a lot of elements from other games and is just like, that worked really well in
it's a
that
hodgepodge
like
of everything else.
It's right? Like a hodgepodge and of a lot of other games that did things a little bit better. And then it just says it's Resident Evil 4 with The Last of Us. It's Resident Evil 4 with Alan Wake 2. It's like a lot of things that they took and they just threw them into this game. They also retconned a lot of stuff in the game. I know where you are in the game, so this isn't a spoiler. But at the end of Resident Evil 3 and Outbreak, which are old games, the U.S. government nuked Raccoon City. Raccoon City was
I saw that. The big
nuked
crater
off the map. Yeah. It was thermo nuked off the map, the entire city. And in RE9, and like slight spoiler, but you've probably seen this in like the trailers and stuff, so not really.
Whoa.
A significant portion of the game, I'm not going to give a deep spoiler. You're already here, so I know that you've already seen this. A significant portion of the game takes place in Raccoon City, and the buildings and stuff are still standing. And I was like, this place was hit by a thermonuclear bomb. And there's also,
there's like the crater, and like some like if you go to like what like Hiroshima, there were still like some buildings at the outskirts, right, that are still up.
Yeah, but this is like the main. There's and I don't want to spoil it in case you haven't been there, but there's like detailed buildings that are still left standing with like furniture and like notes and stuff. And also you're talking about Hiroshima, terrible tragedy, but like awful, like the only times that the nuclear weapons have been used in combat in our human history. That was in 1945. So in canon, the thermonuclear device that was used on Raccoon City was used in 1998 or 1998. Our weapons progressed. This is like 50 years of weapons progression. So the device that was used on Raccoon City to wipe the city off the face of the map would have been, you know, X times 100, whatever the devastation of Hiroshima would have been.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Do you think they kept making the bomb stronger? Is there even a need to make the bomb stronger at that point?
Oh, yeah. There's a what is it? It's we went from the atomic bomb to the hydrogen bomb, which was in the 1950s. And the hydrogen bomb was like, I don't even know how many times.
Well, that's when we're still doing that kind of stuff, right?
I think we still have the nuke. We still have nuke stockpiles, like many countries do.
I know, but the way what you're bringing up is that they've like from that time period to what 1998 is when Raccoon City happened, that we improved on the nuclear bomb. Did we even do that in real life?
Well, that's what I'm saying is like so in 1945 we had the hydrogen or the nuclear bomb. By the 1950s we had hydrogen weapons, which I don't know off the top of my head like how many times the devastation effects of hydrogen bombs were, but that was in the 1950s. So now fast forward another 40 years, and in the universe of Resident Evil, which like, you know, takes place in the United States, like supposed to take place in like a fictional town, but in a real country. So whatever the effects of a hydrogen bomb were, times you know, whatever it was, the effects of that, I think that like what should be left in Raccoon City should be dust. It should be absolutely vaporized. And I think that the hydrogen bomb was in the 1950s. I'm pretty sure that the device, and I'm not a Resident Evil expert, but I've played almost all of them.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get at here. Is there proof that we've improved on the hydrogen bomb?
Oh, I see that Jamie's like pulling up. Then. Yeah, Jamie's showing.
Since like the 60s, the 50s, has there been an improvement to that kind of destructive power?
Jamie literally has a graph that shows that it's like 1 billion times more destructive.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, no, they definitely made stronger bombs during that time period, right? But like, was there an 80s bomb that they made that is bigger? Was there one in the 90s that's bigger? Like from like in real life, do we have proof that they've made bigger bombs?
Well, I mean, I think that, right?
Just because technology progresses doesn't mean they worked on making bombs bigger.
How do you mean, like compared to the Hiroshima bomb that was dropped?
Yeah. Well, so Tom's making the assumption that like we have worked on making, like we have at this point 40 years later we have made the giga bomb that's going to vaporize like an entire country.
Yeah, we have. We've tested it because remember the Cold War with Russia? Russia and the US made bombs that were actually I'll show the graph. But it was basically
that's what I mean. Those were the hydrogen bombs.
These are this graph that I'm showing right now.
But that last one is in 1961.
Yeah, but that is higher than the Hiroshima one, is what I'm saying. Is like
I'm Hiroshima aside. I'm saying since then.
Tom's saying
since
1961.
40 years. Yeah, Tom said there's like 40 years of nuclear bomb progression, but I don't know if they've been working on a stronger nuclear bomb.
I think it went from hydrogen to I think it's now a thermonuclear bomb, right? Which I believe is even more destructive than a hydrogen bomb.
I think I
don't know.
I'd have to look into it, but I can't. Obviously, they started pushing back a little bit because they were trying to get rid of nukes, I think, in the 90s and stuff. But I wouldn't be surprised if they've quietly been escalating their stuff since.
Well, yeah, okay. So I was just playing devil's advocate for the scenario that like
it makes sense.
The bomb like would evaporate like literally everything in Raccoon City. I don't know how big Raccoon City is. You know what I mean?
It's described.
Tom is saying that the bomb should have like cratered the entirety of Raccoon City.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that if in my knowledge of Raccoon City, it's described as a medium. I think it's supposed to be like Portland, or like it's like supposed to be like a medium-ish, like a smallish city. So like if you were to drop a nuke on like a small city, I think it would just be gone. So, and now they've retconned it, and like you're playing the game, and like so you're there, and I'm like, oh, there's still creatures there, and there's still buildings there, and I'm like, there shouldn't. But like now they've retconned it a little bit, and like I'm like, okay, they're going back because they're trying to make more Resident Evils. And in the original Resident Evils, they were just like, okay, Jill escaped Raccoon City. And then they dropped the nuke to hide the effects of like the T virus. But now they're like, we got to make more of them. So they're like, and now they're saying,
why couldn't they just continue from like Ethan's story? I feel like there's more to go from there, right?
It's because Leon makes money. so they like, I mean, that's like, if you want the
Ethan
real,
doesn't even have a body, dude.
Right.
Who cares about Ethan?
Well, I think that we talked about this a little bit. I think Resident Evil 1 and 4 and maybe 6 are at like basically any game involving Leon and Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 2
remake.
Basically,
remake, I think is the
so
highest.
It's two.
I don't know
4,
about Requiem, but
I think it's 2. Well, Requiem is it's the highest grossing. I looked it up the other day. Requiem is the fastest selling Resident Evil game. I believe it sold 5 million copies in its first week, which for a modern video game is crazy. Like, for example, Alan Wake 2, I believe, and that's considered a success, a critical success, and a commercial success. It took Alan Wake 2, I believe it took over a year to sell 1 million copies. Resident Evil Requiem sold that in 5 million in a week.
That's crazy.
So, like, basically Leon makes money. And I think Capcom was just like, they opened up their wallets and were like, money, please. Leon, money, please. And
I
like,
personally would like to see more of the Ethan stuff.
I
When
agree.
I saw Grace for the first time in that trailer, I thought that was
Eve or whatever.
Ethan's
what's her Eve?
daughter.
I forget her name.
Eve. I don't. Honestly, I played Resident Evil 7 like 4 years ago at this point. I don't even remember. I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool to go from there. It wasn't there like DLC too that went past that.
There is so I will say that is something you should consider playing on your stream. There is DLC for RE8 where you play as his daughter. It's like a 6 or 7 hour DLC.
Yeah, I think I played
it's
it.
Really
good.
Funny.
I just don't remember any of it.
it's a little forgettable.
Really
yeah,
zero of it.
But anyway, this is our super long-winded intro. We've been playing RE9. I'm not a hater. I love Resident Evil. It's still a good game. I believe it's just like, if you look on Metacritic, the Metacritic is like, it's got like 100% rating on Metacritic. And I find that to be crazy, because that to me is saying this is the greatest video game that you've ever played in your life, and you're never gonna, like, better than Baldur's Gate, better than whatever, Final Fantasy X, better than Silent Hill 2. Resident Evil 9
I don't think any game
not,
should get 100%.
No,
just doesn't make sense.
It's crazy to me that the game is so highly reviewed like that, even by Metacritic standards. It's good though. It's good and it's fun. And if you like Resident Evil and you like the kind of a silly, it's a silly game with some scary elements to it. It's basically Resident Evil 4 with the beginning has like some scary stuff, and then it's Resident Evil 4 again. That's the game.
Yeah,
with The Last of Us.
Well, I mean, I'm enjoying it so far, except for the spider stuff. That was just
except for the spiders.
Too much.
I will say, I saw where you were on your last playthrough. You're in the home stretch. I think you usually stream for about 4 hours at a time. I think you've got 2 streams left.
Okay.
I think you're getting there.
You're locked in. I feel like Leon's part probably goes really fast because you're just like not scared going around figuring out everything. You're just kind of like blazing through and kicking ass.
Like he's OP now, so he's just like
I spent a little bit too much time trying to kill this one thing, and I didn't realize you could just go up the stairs in this one little scenario and just make it so much easier. I essentially killed this big bloater thing that would blow up into red mist and revive all the zombies around him. And my dumbass was like, I guess I just have to keep killing all the zombies and him. So I just did that like over and over again. And then I realized you could just take him away from the dead zombies and kill him.
Yeah. It's still a fun game. I'm glad that they made it, but I think I agree with you that I thought Resident Evil 7, the first half of Resident Evil 7 is a perfect video game. It is so scary. It's so well done. It falls apart towards the end when they try to shoehorn in all the Umbrella, like Resident Evil typical stuff.
Yeah.
The first half of 7 is as close to a perfect horror game as you can get. And I liked Resident Evil 8. I liked werewolves. I was like, there's werewolves in this game. This is cool. And it had Vampire Lady. Everybody liked Vampire Lady. I do wish that they had continued Ethan's storyline, and I thought that they were going to continue Ethan's storyline with Ethan's daughter. They are making RE10, and I do think I think I've heard RE10 is going to be Chris, and Chris is involved with her storyline. So I do think RE10 will be her and Chris, because there's always two people. There's always 2 people. So I think RE10 will be her and Chris, and that'll be.
Was it? I guess was there 2 people in 7? Towards the end, right? I guess.
There was Ethan and Mia. Mia is his wife, but then the other lady was Zoe. So I guess Zoe would have been the other character.
Yeah.
So I think that's how Resident Evil has always played off a male and a female protagonist. There's always been the first game was Jill and Chris, then it was Leon and Claire, then it was Jill and Carlos. Then it's Leon and the president's daughter, Ashley. And then 5 is Chris and Shiva. And then 6 is like there's like 8 different characters because they went crazy with it. And then 7, I know way too much about Resident Evil. And then 7,
you know a lot about Resident Evil.
Oh yeah,
well, you know about a lot about the things that you like. And that's what I really like about you, is that you remember a lot of that stuff. I don't remember anything about the things I like, and it's kind of crippling sometimes because I'm like, people are talking about something that I'm interested in, and I can barely remember like I can barely remember like 4 things about it.
You gotta what do they say? You gotta build up your memory palace.
Yeah, my mind palace, like
your mind.
Benedict Cumberbatch and.
Well, that's why. Well, that's why I'm wearing that. Well, that's why I'm wearing this hat. I'm like Megamind. My brain just keeps getting bigger.
Yeah.
Well, we need to start. We need to start the show.
I
could talk about Resident. I could talk about.
Just...
I know. Well, we got into Resident Evil. I could talk about Resident Evil all day. I will also say we need to start calling the show MBP, MadBox Podcast. MadBox Podcast. Everybody in the chat, welcome to MBP. MadBox. Everybody's
sounds like
MVP. NPR. Welcome to NPR. Thank you for being here, everybody. This is the MadBox Podcast. Again, welcome. We are going to talk about all the things that are mad and all the things that are crazy here. Before we get into the news here, I will say if you are enjoying this show, please give it a like. And if you're listening to this, because we're also on Spotify, if you're a podcast person, please give us a good favorable rating and leave a comment on this episode. It will really, really help us. And if you want more of this show, we are also on Patreon. And on Patreon, we have a bonus episode. Usually goes on for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe even 40 minutes. And then we do a special extra entire episode once a month on Patreon as well. You can support us on Patreon, give us a couple bucks, and you get a lot of extra content. We're trying to keep this show tight to about 2 hours. And anything we can't get to, we're going to do it on that podcast over there. And we also have a Ko-Fi if you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee. That'll help us out a lot. It'll help keep our coffee mugs full. That is just a MadBox Podcast on Ko-Fi. But we appreciate everybody just being
also,
here.
Also, Tom's Burrito Fund. That's very important to know.
Oh yeah, I also if we make enough money, I'll be real with you, Noah. Mm-hmm. I got a burrito yesterday.
So you betrayed us. You went against.
Well,
you weren't supposed to have a burrito until you had enough money from the Patreon to have a burrito, Tom.
So, well, okay. Caveat: my wife offered to buy me a burrito because it was a very nice day, and she wanted to go outside.
That doesn't count. She's your wife. It's like you save money.
Well, my wife bought me a burrito. But anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thanks for the support. Let's get into the show.
Also, a question before. Did you guys start recording?
What?
On your cameras?
Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, we should probably start. Oh. Yeah, we're doing... We have to record.
Tom, we have to do the clap. Ready?
Okay,
ready for the clap?
Okay,
go.
1, 2, 3. Good enough.
Perfect.
Good enough. Jamie,
I love doing it desync just to piss Jamie off.
Okay, yeah, we record separately. For anybody who's watching this right now, we record separately. It's for Jamie, who's editing. Also, thank you very much, Jamie, for being the best producer, editor, all that stuff. Jamie is putting together
so hard,
shorts.
Man. Look at him, dude.
Look at him go. Just not sleeping.
Can we get other like videos of Jamie sleeping in different areas for the podcast, please?
Definitely working on it.
He's working on it. Something we have to talk about here, Noah, and also Jamie, is it looks like it's finally happening. The U.S. government has registered aliens.gov as a domain. I don't know if you've heard about this. The U.S. government has finally done it. Aliens.gov has been registered as a domain. So I do believe, and this is coming off the heels of Donald Trump recently responded to former President Barack Obama saying that aliens were real. Donald Trump and President Donald Trump, unfortunately, the current president, has made a response to this, saying that he thinks that Obama gave away classified information. And now After this, there's a new registration by the Executive Office of the President of the United States that was first spotted by a Blue Sky bot that monitors federal domains. That aliens.gov now exists. Are we getting any closer?
I think the strangest
disclosure?
thing about this is that it was caught by something on Blue Sky. I didn't think that was still a platform.
Blue Sky is still. I use Blue Sky.
I want it to be a platform. I haven't heard about it for like since people started going to it in the first place.
I like Blue Sky, and I think out of all of the like billionaire tech people, it does seem like Jack Dorsey at least sort of cares about other people. So I know that he's also like, billionaire bad. Nobody should have that much money, all that stuff. But it does seem like Jack Dorsey at least sort of cares.
Okay, I didn't mean to derail. I didn't mean to derail.
Yeah.
We got to go back to this alien stuff. So you're telling me that because they registered aliens.gov, right, that there are aliens and they will be talking about aliens. That's what you think?
I don't know exactly, but I will say, and it was on the No Lie with Brian Taylor. Brian Taylor Cohen is a
I like that guy, yeah.
He's a progressive. Yeah, he's I've seen a few of his things.
Yep.
Yeah, very credible YouTuber. And Barack Obama in February was on his podcast, and that's where he said that aliens were real. And
he didn't say per se aliens are real. I think you're taking it kind of verbatim. He like said he believes in aliens.
He heavily alluded to it. I believe. Well, what does it say here? It said Obama. This article. I watched the clip. Okay, so he said this is what Obama said. Statistically, the universe is so vast that the odds are good that life's out there.
Yeah, I mean that's what everyone says, right? He just believes in that they're real. He says he's never seen them.
I mean, I don't know. I do think, and this is something that
I think they're real because statistically, like again, the universe is quote unquote infinite, right? Like I mean, anything could be out there. And the thing that we're the only life forms out there is, I mean, there's that other, what is that other theory that like we're the last life forms or something? That could be a possibility too.
I really hope that there's other life forms besides humans out there.
It's really fucking sad.
Yeah, we're not doing a great job. So I do hope that there is a more advanced intelligence out there than Donald Trump.
But he didn't per se say they were real. He just thinks that they're real.
He alluded. His belief was that they're real. Okay, President Obama's belief is that they're real. I also think that the first thing you do as president, I truly believe this. I think the first thing they do is take you to the secret archives and they show you all the things, and then they say you can't ever talk about this.
Why would they do that?
I think that that's like part of your presidential privilege. I think that they take you into the
debriefing. I definitely think they get debriefed on a bunch of things, but I think aliens is one of them.
I think aliens is one. I think JFK is one.
I feel like Donald Trump would have said something at some point already and just been like, yeah, they're here. Here they are. Don't look at the Epstein files. Look at this fucking alien. Look at this UFO flying around.
I will say that if it ever benefits him in a way that like throws people off all of the other shady garbage that he's doing, I do think that Trump will disclose if they're real.
I just think he would have done it sooner though. If that was the case, no, he would have done it sooner. Listen, I want aliens to be real as much as the next guy. Okay, I do. That is interesting though. Aliens.gov. What if they're talking about illegal aliens?
I thought about that as soon as I.
It is the Trump administration.
Yeah, I did think about that as well. Being like, I'm like, what if this is going to be like a Department of Homeland Security, which is it's like that's even. I'm like, oh, this is not good. This is this is some worse.
Shit. Yeah.
I did think about that as well. I hope that that's not the case. I hope that if it is anything, I hope that it's like, here's the UFO archive. That's what I want the UFO archive. Not the
well, that was one of the things he ran on, right? Was he was going to declassify everything like alien related and stuff like that.
I mean, well, I mean, what else? What else? He ran on a lot of. I will say it's
That's
like
part of like the reason why like Alex Jones hopped on like the whole train is like he was gonna expose every conspiracy, declassify all the documents about that. Well, it was also he was gonna declassify the Epstein files, and yeah, that's why Alex Jones has a panic attack every week.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, I think that Alex Jones is seeming. Alex Jones is interesting in that I feel like he's a man who should have had a heart attack about 1,000 times by now.
Oh, for
every
sure.
clip
Invincible.
I see. I do not support Alex Jones, but every clip that I've ever seen of him, he's bright red and sweating, and you can tell that his blood pressure is about to. He looks like the end of a thermometer that's like up all the way, and it's like
I don't support the things that he says either, but you gotta admit he's like one of the funniest people alive. He's just so funny.
Out of context, just seeing him go like just seeing this and being like, what is happening to this with this man?
He's not like purposely funny. It's just the way he does things, the way he is funny. What he thinks is real is funny. Like just how crazy he is funny. Like just him as a idea is funny.
You know what the sad thing about Alex Jones is that if he was able to tone that down and he was able to like reel it in and like be a little bit more, be more even and not say horrible misinformation a lot of the time, he would probably be a really huge like journalist or podcaster or something. Like I know that he's like popular with conservatives, or I guess like not even like fringe conspiracy theorists.
I think he's just he's just popular with conspiracy theorists that unfortunately a lot happen to be conservative. Unfortunately,
I think that's the tragedy of Alex Jones, is that I do think that somewhere in there, if he was able to dial it back by about 1,000%, I like
that's a pretty big percent.
Well, I think that's the
Alex
problem.
Jones just wasn't.
If he wasn't Alex Jones,
I think if he would just be a pretty good guy, yeah. If he just wasn't Alex Jones,
I'm not saying he's a good guy. I'm saying he would be I think he would be a good broadcaster. Like if he was able to bring that, if he was able to bring that back and like not say horrible crap all the time, and then like have to admit how wrong. Like the problem with him, or the biggest problem with him, is that he very often will just jump to a huge conclusion and report unverified claims and then claim them as verified, and then he has to walk it back.
Yeah, I mean that's what he.
That's what he does.
Sensationalist, right? Like he's a sensationalist. He's just gonna do that. He just wants people to get riled up. He's crazy. He wants people to, it is what it is. This is business model. It's whatever.
And then he wants to sell you boner pills, and that's like what he wants to do.
Did you see him on like the most recent podcast he went on? I think he was like he just looked cracked out, like he was just doing a bunch of drugs.
I mean, he probably is. I mean, he's definitely taking, like looking at him, like he looks like he's amped up to the gills all the time.
I mean, he has to be. Like if he's like what, like in his 50s?
I don't even think he's that. I think he's like maybe 50. I don't even think he's that old. He just looks very unhealthy. I don't think he's that old.
Really?
I think he's like 50, maybe. I don't think he's that old. I think he's like 50 years old, maybe mid 50s. No older than 55.
I don't know what I just typed in, but it was not Alex Jones' age. Okay, he's 52. So he's 52.
But he doesn't look he doesn't look. But like, to go all the way back, he looks like he's 5 seconds from a heart attack. Every single clip I've
that's what I'm saying.
Seen.
Like, I feel like once you hit 50, and I'm not to shit on any 50-year-olds, but like start to slow down a little bit. You're not as excitable as what Alex Jones is, right? Like he is what an early 20s streamer acts like. You know what I mean? Like he is just pure rage, screaming, insanity. He's got to be on drugs. There's no way. He's got to be on fucking drugs, man.
So if you look at older clips of Alex Jones, that's like when he was like when he first started in like the early 2000s, he was like a more legit like presenter, and like. But I do think I'm speculating here, like who knows? I do think that he's probably been abusing something for quite a long time, and I think it's like I think it's gotten worse over the years.
No, for sure. We'll see something. Something will happen eventually.
But anyway, aliens.gov, aliens are real, and it's definitely going to happen soon. Aliens
may be real, not verified by Obama.
No,
and aliens.gov is Homeland Security's aliens
are definitely real. So here's something else that we should talk about. This is not a happy story, but this is breaking news. This is breaking. This happened yesterday. It is in, I believe it's in, let me see. I'm pulling it up. This was in Missouri. Freedom, Independence. I was
Barbies.
They have found in this store, there is a doll contamination. It was found in, what is the name of this store? It is, I can't find the name of the store. So this is Independence, Missouri. Barbie dolls have been found laced with fentanyl. They have luckily, thankfully.
Okay, what do you mean laced with fentanyl? Because when you like make a drug and you lace it, it's like you're creating the drug and lacing some drugs into it, right? How do you lace it into a Barbie doll?
In the packaging of the Barbies, they found fentanyl. Like somebody had taken fentanyl and put it into the Barbie doll packaging, and I don't know if
insane, man.
So look, and then there was somebody tipped them off, like somebody alerted them that this was like happening, and there were 5 of them in the wild. 5 of them were found, and authorities have recovered all of these Barbie dolls. For anybody who doesn't know, fentanyl is, for an adult, a little bit of fentanyl. There's videos of like police officers like arresting
if
people.
You just handle it, right? It like
there's like police officers, like if they, they're patting somebody down, and then the police officer gets a handful of fentanyl, and then that's it. Like like if you just touch it, handling it could really have adverse, potentially deadly health effects.
That's crazy.
If a child touched this, opening up their Barbie doll, it would probably kill them. And
is there a reason why they lace the Barbie dolls with fentanyl?
This is like breaking news. I think it's being investigated right now. This happened yesterday. So it says that as of Saturday, March 21st, Independence police were contacted by Cargo Largo Security regarding a suspicious powder in the packaging of Barbie dolls. And after investigating, it was determined that the substance was fentanyl. I don't know how this happened. I don't know why it happened. It looks like this is from KCTV5 in Independence, Missouri, and it looks like they're investigating it. But this
did they have to like go to like toy stores and take them off the shelves?
I think it was from one specific retailer, so they were able to find the compromised units. And it says here,
it makes me think that they were like maybe smuggling it.
That's what I think. Yeah.
If they were making it onto shelves, and maybe they weren't even smuggling it, they were just being evil as fuck. Like what?
Well, that's so they were able to find that 5 units were sold. So,
shit!
It's like by the divine intervention is all I can say, that, or something. It's pure luck that the compromised units were not opened. They were sold, and authorities were able to track down the units that were sold, like find the people that bought them, I guess, and get to them before the children touch them. But like, I think it's what you're saying. It does sound like somebody was trying to smuggle these somehow, and like they were putting
that would
them
make the most sense, right? Like you got to make money from it, but if not, like that's just pure evil. You're just trying to get children drugged up from Barbie dolls too. The Barbie dolls, nonetheless.
This is
not
crazy.
That it would be better in a different toy.
No, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad all the way around. But if somebody was doing this intentionally with the purpose of causing harm, that's horrible. And if they were doing this to just smuggle it, but they were smuggling it through children's toys that were then mistakenly still sent to the store and then sold, that doesn't make it any better. This is still awful.
No, it's terrible.
But yes, thankfully, all the units were recovered. No children were hurt. And I am curious to see what happens in this one. This one is, this one is crazy.
Like uncover a giant like
drug
ring kingpin scenario. They've been smuggling fentanyl through children's toys for years.
Now I'm gonna throw a curveball out there. I've got a suspicion as to who it could be.
Oh, you think it's Jamie?
I don't think that it's Jamie.
Oh,
but
okay.
I do have a suspicion as to who it could be.
Oh, who is it?
I think it's Ken.
All right, we're done here.
All right, we'll move on to another. I think we'll move on to another story.
I think it's definitely more likely to be Jamie than it is Ken. Just saying. Just putting that out there.
I mean, he's clearly on fentanyl right now. Look at him. He's been on. Isn't that what happens when you just knocks you out?
He's doing the fentanyl.
Yeah.
That's why you need more. That's why you need more sleeping pills, Jamie. Where's the Christmas one? Don't you have a Christmas one?
Yeah, we need the Christmas one, or we have to get you a cage or something.
A cage? I don't know if we should put him in a cage.
Well, I mean, we'll let him out of the cage dead at the show.
Okay.
No, he is. Okay,
no, that's fair.
All right. Well, I have a story out of Las Vegas. Have you ever been to Las Vegas?
No.
Have you been? That should be. I've been several times. Yeah.
Are you a gambler, Tom?
I've done a little gambling. I went to Caesar's Palace once.
Whoa! Did you win?
Roll those dice, dog.
Did you win? Did you put it all on black?
I won $15 on slots once.
Tom, you know I have a crippling gambling addiction.
We should take this show to Vegas.
Is that what you hear when you...
We should take the show to Vegas.
I confide in my friend, hey Tom, I have a gambling addiction. We should do more gambling.
We should gamble more. No, gambling is I
don't really have a gambling addiction. I just don't know when to stop, and that's not good. I feel like that could turn into something really bad.
I will say I went to Las Vegas twice with my friends Nathan and Seth and some other people. We had a thing where there's a donut place in Las Vegas called Ronald's Donuts that makes very, very good donuts. And they have like regular donuts, vegan donuts, and all that stuff. We would sometimes, and I lived in LA for a long time, and LA to Las Vegas is about a 6-hour drive. So we went to Vegas a couple of times to get donuts. And then one time we went to Caesar's Palace and I spent $20 on slots, and then I won $15 back.
Oh, so you didn't make any money?
I lost $5, but I got donuts.
$5. But you got donuts too.
Yeah, but I got donuts, good.
I once won like $1,000, and then I was like, well, okay, I can turn this $1,000 into like $10,000, and then I lost $2,000.
That's what happens. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can't do that anymore.
I don't support gambling. I don't care if people like do what you want responsibly is like my position on pretty much everything. Like if you're gonna I don't drink, but if you're gonna drink responsibly. If you're gonna gamble responsibly.
If you're gonna take fentanyl through a Barbie doll, just do it responsibly.
Do it well. Just
do it responsibly.
Well,
why'd you switch to Jamie for that?
That you shouldn't do, but I
interesting.
Do think
Jamie switching to Jamie when we're talking about fentanyl, huh, Jamie?
No.
Okay, keep it on that guy.
I will say if I think that is like some people, yes, I think that's the problem with addiction, or like some people don't know when to, like with drinking or like gambling, whatever. Some people don't know when to stop. So I do think it's better for like impulse control, I guess. If you don't have impulse control, I do think it's better to just not do it. I think Vegas is fun, but I don't gamble. And like when we went for donuts, and I went another time to visit. I had a friend who was visiting a friend, and they were like, oh, they're in Vegas, and we got food there, and like that was it. But like I think it was because I lived in LA, which is only a 6-hour drive, so it made more sense.
Only a 6-hour drive to go get donuts. Just a small 6-hour drive.
Oh, I went this. I will say I had one of the most transformative experiences of my life on one of these trips. I went.
Fun. It does sound fun.
On one of these trips, I went to Las Vegas. We were going to Las Vegas to get donuts, and we got really tired. And the person who was driving was like, "Oh, I got to take I'm gonna pull off to the road here." And we pulled off to the road in the desert, because when you drive to Las Vegas, that distance between LA and Las Vegas, there's nothing but desert for miles and miles. It's nothing. There's nothing there.
I've never been to a desert ever.
It's crazy. And we pulled off. So first of all, we were driving in the dead of night, and we were listening to Coast AM, driving through the Las Vegas, the Nevada desert, where Art Bell proudly broadcast from while he was broadcasting Coast AM. And we were listening to old episode of Coast AM.
It's like a core memory for Tom.
The desert star cover over our heads as we drove into the great unknown, the great mystical unknown, driving through the Nevada desert. And we pulled off to, we were like, oh, we're going to take a nap. So we pulled off into the desert to take a nap. And as we drove in, we pulled off to the side of the road. There's nobody around for miles, right? A pair of headlights just boop, turns on. Ooh. And then a car slowly drives away and leaves. And we were like, ooh, was that like a mob person dumping a body in the desert?
No, it's probably some other person that was like, let me pull over here and take a piss. And then he sees another person pulling over. And it's like, well, that's really weird. I got to get out of here. And then he skedaddled.
It was weird. It was definitely weird. But yeah.
If you are approached by another person in the middle of the desert in the middle of the night, would you stick around or would you skedaddle?
I would probably do the same thing. But we were a little freaked out by that.
You know what's really crazy is that guy probably is telling the exact same story to you right now.
Right.
This car that pulled over, was it a mob person? Do you think it was a mob person who's about to bury a dead body?
I mean, yeah, it probably was. But took a brief nap, continued on, got donuts at Ronald's Donuts. Big shout out, Ronald's Donuts in Las Vegas, the best donuts ever. Got our donuts, went to the casino for like 20 minutes, played like 20 minutes of slots, and then left. And that was the last time I was in Las Vegas.
That sounds awesome, man. Sounds like a good moment, good memory.
As long as you can control yourself, Las Vegas is great. I will say, however, this news story, this man could not control himself. An Ontario, Canada man has been accused of kidnapping flamingos in Las Vegas. A Canada man. A Canadian tourist is being accused of animal cruelty charges by Las Vegas police after he broke into the Flamingo Hotel's wildlife habitat, chased several flamingos, and then took one back to his room.
What did he do with it, Tom? Why did he take it back to his room?
I don't know, but if you look at these pictures of him, he doesn't
we
have
need to know why he did that. Hold on. What the fuck?
I don't know, but if you look at this picture of him, he doesn't have a shirt on for some reason, and he jumped.
Wait, can you like blow that up, Jamie, so I can see it better? What is that? Him posing with the fucking? Is the bird is he holding it by the neck?
This is very bad. I don't know why he did this.
I need to describe what it for the listeners.
Okay, so for the listeners who are listening to this on Spotify, this wild Canadian man without a shirt on, mind you, he has a no shirt on, has some tattoos, kind of jacked a little bit, like very strong looking Canadian man, as I imagine most Canadian people are, very strong,
definitely trashy for sure, in sweatpants.
Just only sweatpants and looks like maybe Birkenstocks on. He grabbed this bird, and there's surveillance footage of him staying at the Flamingo Hotel, jumped into their wildlife habitat, apparently grabbed a bird, and it's just him strolling through the hotels carrying a flamingo back to his hotel room.
I'm really freaked out by this because like this doesn't say what he is charged on. Why did he take it back to his hotel room?
He's animal abuse. Animal abuse is what
definitely
he's
abusive to like take it away. I don't know. It's just weird. Why would he bring it to his hotel room?
So I will say, and if I don't know his reason exactly. This is horrible, and I am an animal advocate. So like I whatever the maximum penalty is that this gentleman should get, he should get that, because I think that animal abuse is horrible and it's awful. This is a wild story, and I hope that he gets justice. I am willing to bet Las Vegas, they say, is the city that is it a city that doesn't sleep? Is that Las Vegas?
I thought that was New York.
Is that New York? Well,
or maybe Las Vegas. Hold on.
No. Is Las Vegas what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas?
Quote, Las Vegas, quote. I don't know what to look up for that.
I think he was drunk.
What
is
happens in
quote,
Vegas
yes.
stays in Vegas, yeah.
I think he. So that that is the quote. That the city that doesn't sleep.
No, the quote. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. The city that never sleeps. Yeah. I'm pretty sure is New York.
Is New York? Okay.
New York City. Yeah.
So I think what probably happened, because this happens in. I think that this happens often in Las Vegas. People get super duper drunk and then do crazy stuff, because Las Vegas is basically a giant party, 24 hours a day. 7 days a week. It's just nonstop debauchery. That's Las Vegas.
The Hangover scenario. Yeah.
Yes, I think that the movie The Hangover is like, and I don't drink, but like, you know, if you go to Las Vegas, it's just it's casinos everywhere. That's like Las Vegas. And this man was staying in a casino. So I think the guy was probably drunk, and then for whatever, and I'm making an assumption here, but if I was to make an assumption, I think this man got really drunk and then jumped into the wildlife habitat and was like, I'm gonna get a flamingo.
I'm gonna grab a bird.
Right.
I just don't understand why you would take it back to your hotel room. That's what I'm more worried about. What? I don't know. I don't want to go there, but it's just weird.
It's horrible. The bird's name is Peachy, and Peachy has now, thankfully, veterinarians and the resort's animal care team are taking care of Peachy. Peachy is getting the care that they need. And
do you think the flamingo had a name before this incident, or they named it for the incident?
Well, it was like it lived in their habitat. It was the Flamingo Hotel, and it was like the animal.
Bro, there's like 20 flamingos. They all look the same. You're really gonna have a name for each one? How are you gonna tell them apart?
I think they were probably tagged. They're probably like chipped or something.
Huh, okay.
But yes, sure. This is not. I wouldn't say breaking news. So the man's name is Mitchell. This is a Canadian name if I've ever heard one. Mitchell Grant Farnham.
That doesn't sound Canadian.
No, it doesn't sound Canadian. No, it doesn't sound Canadian. I don't know. Farnham? Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Maybe he was British. I don't know. Maybe he was British. Well, I guess.
Is that a British name, Jamie?
Well, Canada Farnham? Was a.
Say the
Canada
name again?
Is still Mitchell Grant Farnham.
I don't know.
No, wait, I'm saying that wrong. Mitchell Grant Fairbarn. I don't know where I'm getting Fairbarn. Fairbarn. Mitchell Grant Fairbarn.
That sounds American. Oh, unfortunate, dude.
Well,
he does sound like something an American would do. I will attest.
He was arrested, and he is a resident of Sutherland, Ontario. Wait, wait, hold on a second. I'm reading this article.
He is Canadian?
He is Canadian, but wait, he gave a fake town. Oh, this is like actually crazy. He says that he's from Sutherland, Ontario, but according to the court documents, that town does not exist.
Whoa.
But there is a Sunderland, Ontario in the Durham region. So I think he gave a different province. I think he was trying to throw authorities off the tracks.
Or maybe this is a crazy. So drunk, he just didn't know what he was saying.
I think that's also probably it. I think he was probably drunk. Yeah, I think he was probably drunk. Animal abuse, animal cruelty is horrible. It should never be tolerated. I hope that Mr. Fairbarn receives whatever the maximum penalty is for his stupidity. I hope that he receives that. Well, I think we should get into the biggest story here, because I think this goes into Jamie's hour. Val Kilmer's back.
What?
Did you hear about this?
I'm gonna be so honest, Tom. I didn't know he was gone. That's how out of the loop I am.
Oof.
I didn't even know Betty White was gone. I'm super out of the loop.
I mean, Betty White died. Oh yeah, R.I.P. R.I.P. Chuck Norris. Who I will say, I love the Chuck Norris memes. Chuck Norris was not a great dude.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was super religious and conservative. He was not a great Yeah. He's and he was like during the height of COVID, he was like anti-vax and
no, Chucky, no.
Yeah. Chuck Norris was he was a deeply he was like a hardcore Christian, and he
that
was
doesn't
like
inherently make you bad.
It doesn't inherently make you bad.
Is he like the Christian that's like, you know, I like Christ, or is he the Christian that's like gays can't marry?
Yeah, he was that. Yeah.
He was the gays can't marry Christian.
Yes. Chuck Norris, although like still R.I.P. Like still sad that somebody passed, but Chuck Norris was very conservative, very not very open-minded. He was not a very open-minded individual. I think he was the memes brought him back to life, but still R.I.P. Still not, still sad.
He still lives within our memes. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Well, I'll tell you that Val Kilmer is I saw this story and I don't know how to feel about this. So basically, and the short end of this story is that Val Kilmer was cast in this movie. This movie is called As Deep as the Grave. But because of COVID, because of budgetary issues, it was postponed long enough that Val Kilmer had cancer. He got treatment, but he had trouble talking and he was very sick for a long time. I loved Val Kilmer's movies, like some of his films, like Real Genius, and he was really good, like Top Gun. He's remembered for very fondly. The Doors. He's a very talented actor. He was a very good actor. He passed before they could make the movie. And so
I don't like where this is going. I really don't like where this is going.
The director's name, the film's writer and director, is a director named, and I might be mispronouncing this, but Cuarte Voorhees.
Voorhees.
Like Jason Voorhees.
Holy
shit. Jason Voorhees.
They
said, and this is their quote, "He was the actor I wanted to play this role." And it was a priest in the film who apparently was pivotal to the film's plot and really wanted him to play this priest in the movie. But Val Kilmer sadly passed. Now, this is where it's going, is that Val Kilmer passed. They filmed the movie. The movie was, they did finish the movie without Val Kilmer. And the director was like, I really want these scenes that had Val Kilmer in it. How can we do it? I know, we can use generative AI. So they went to Val Kilmer's daughter, Mercedes.
This is so dystopian.
Yes, this is so stupid. They went to Val Kilmer's daughter, Mercedes, and were like, we really want your dad to be in this movie. Can we use his likeness and his voice and put him in the movie using AI? And I don't know how it went down, but I picture how it went down as money, please, money, give me money.
Yeah, it was like, sure.
And now
I'm sure there's like an emotional sentiment too, that she wants to see her dad in the movie, right? Finish it out in the movie.
This is where according to her,
this sets terrible precedent. Continue though.
Yeah, this is horrible. According to her, her dad really wanted to be part of this movie, and he would have been okay with his likeness being used, which listen, I don't know Val Kilmer personally. I don't think any of us knew Val Kilmer personally, but he was, but I've seen enough documentary footage. I've watched his documentary. I've watched a lot of interviews, like actually watched this stuff. I watched his documentary that came out a couple of years ago. I've watched a lot of interview footage with him. He was an actor. He like really threw himself into parts. He was like a deeply committed actor. His role as like one of my favorite performances of all time is him as Doc Holliday in Tombstone. And to do that role, he went as far as he wanted Doc Holliday's role to be so specific that he found a dialogue coach who found old footage, interview footage of a Southern aristocrat who would have had the same dialogue inflection from that time period, like a really old piece of footage that he could like study and get the perfect dialogue of like a Southern aristocrat to do the role of Doc Holliday. So he was a deeply committed actor. I do not think that he would have okayed this. I do think that his daughter is going against what Val's wishes would have been. And I think this goes against what Val Kilmer stood for as an actual artist. And I think what you're saying, this sets horrible precedent that instead of getting, like, why didn't they use a new actor in this role or somebody else? This is going to set the precedent of like, okay, let's just use Brad Pitt just died. Let's use Brad Pitt in movies for like, I know that Brad Pitt's still alive, but like, you know, Brad Pitt dies 50 years from now, 40 years from now, 30 years from now. Brad Pitt is still alive. But like, you know, 30 years from now, are they just going to be casting Brad Pitt in movies again? Well, are they going to be casting Val Kilmer again?
It's actually like just terrible for actors, right? Like think about new actors coming on the scene.
Horrible.
Imagine they perfect AI to where they could just recreate every like amazing actor that's ever been made, right? Ever, you know, touched humanity.
Yes.
And like, how are new actors supposed to get their footing if there's just another Val Kilmer just around in movies all the time? If there's just another Keanu Reeves being Keanu Reeves, you know, like
this goes against like this film is art. Okay. Like film is art. This goes against what filmmaking is. And like, even this quote from Cuarte Voorhees, he says, despite the fact that people might call this controversial, this is what Val wanted. End quote. That's complete fucking bullshit. And like whoever this guy is, Cuarte Voorhees, I hope that your filmmaking career like absolutely tanks. You never make a movie again. This is such absolute monumental bullshit.
I think this is definitely too soon. Well, just in terms of public opinion, right? I think this is gonna get like gutted, roasted at the box office. Like nobody's gonna watch this film. It's gonna be protested. People fucking hate AI right now. They hate it.
This is like another example of like, this is just being forced down our throats. But this also like, this kills the project for like the main actors names are, it's Abigail Laurie, who is from the show Tin Star. I've never heard of that. But then also Tom Felton from Harry Potter. And like now, like this movie is going to come out and like, I don't think anybody's going to watch this garbage. And like, I feel bad for them for like they already filmed the movie. And now the director's going to go in and be like, actually AI Val Kilmer's in it too. And they're like, we already shot the movie and you're ruining.
I wonder like, how much of it, because they already filmed a lot with Val Kilmer, no?
They didn't film anything with Val Kilmer. They're inserting him digitally.
Wait, he's 100% AI?
It is 100% Val Kilmer's. No. It is. They are.
Are you sure about that? Because that makes it so much worse.
I am absolutely positive. I am absolutely positive.
God, that's so bad.
They are inserting digital AI Val Kilmer into the movie.
That's so bad. I thought it was like he filmed most of the movie and then he died, so they wanted to like you know fill out the last bit. I could see a world where that might be fine. No, entirely AI. That's crazy.
This is an entirely generative AI version of Val Kilmer, and it's the first time this has ever happened in a movie. They are digitally inserting an AI version of Val Kilmer as this priest into the movie after it was filmed.
How does the Screen Actors Guild feel about this?
I think because it's like an independently funded movie, I guess they're like allowing it to happen. But like step in. The film actors step in. This is your time. The president of the president of the Screen Actors Guild, step in right now and stop this from happening. They filmed the movie. It's done. Stop them from making this perversion of Val Kilmer and inserting it into this film. Nobody wants this.
It's just insane precedent. It's just insane. Even if his daughter gave the okay of it, right? Like, it's just, where's it going to end? Where's it going to stop?
This makes me, and his daughter, so there's a pretty good documentary. It was after Val Kilmer had his trachea removed. He did a documentary a couple of years ago, which is it's a very touching documentary. I think it's on Amazon. If you do have Amazon, I recommend checking this movie out. It's a really good documentary. It gives you like a feeling of how Val was in his final days. And I get the sense from watching that he would not have wanted this, but it also made me, I felt bad for his daughter, and his daughter's in it. And I was like, oh, I feel bad for his daughter. I no longer feel bad for his daughter. I was like,
you shouldn't go that far. I don't know. I do think it's not cool for her to do that, but it is her decision to make as the daughter, right?
I will back it up a little bit and say I don't feel bad that he didn't get to do this movie, because it's sad, but he passed and then they shot the movie. And I think that's what Val would have wanted. Like, hey, do the movie without me. I can't be in it.
Or
but
just put another person. I feel like, I don't know.
Get another actor.
Yeah,
get
he would
another
probably
actor.
want another amazing actor to fill his shoes, right?
Like Val Kilmer could have said, hey, I did a bunch of movies with Tom Cruise. Put Tom Cruise in the movie. I don't know. Somebody else in the movie that could be like an older priest actor.
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah. Put Jeff Bridges in the movie.
That would have been sick. Yeah.
Clint
Eastwood, and he's like in a wheelchair.
Well, Clint Eastwood,
oxygen tank wheelchair.
I like Clint. I like Clint's movies, but he's a little old now. But I'll back it up and say, yes, of course I feel bad that she lost her father. But this is like a slap. I don't feel like this is what he would have wanted. Like he was this is like, to me, this shows how out of Val Kilmer was a very rich, influential actor. His daughter grew up with wealth and privilege. And this, to me, shows how disconnected she is with reality.
I don't know. I just don't think it's on her for any, it's not on her to protect this kind of precedent in movies and art.
She gave the blessing, though.
I know, but I don't think it's on her. This is just her giving, she just, I don't think she's tied to this kind of stuff. Is she an actor herself?
She is.
I think more needs to be pushed on the actor the director, rather than.
I think more needs to be put on the director.
They are the one that made the decision to make AI, not the daughter.
But it is,
the daughter just okay.
But it is kind of interesting though, Jamie, that she is herself an actor, because that's kind of crazy. She should feel.
I think it is as well, but I think
on a podcast feel.
Yeah.
I don't think she's not a well-known actor, but she's acted in things, so I think she would probably consider herself an actor.
Well, maybe you don't know. Maybe fucking Val Kilmer on the side was super into AI. You know what I mean? Maybe written into his will, he was like, make sure I'm now AI and immortal in all films. I want to be in every single film.
The only thing I can think of is that I'm pretty sure that I think it was, and I'm trying to remember the story exactly. In the movie in the sequel to Top Gun, they brought Iceman, Val Kilmer's character, back in the movie, and in the movie to show that, because Val Kilmer could barely speak because he had a trachea surgery. They added in, I believe it was his son, and then they added a layer of his AI voice over his son speaking his lines. And so I'm like, is that why his daughter thought that it was okay? Because
you never know. I mean, maybe he was really into the AI stuff, dude.
Because it let him be it let him be in Top Gun or something. I don't know.
I mean, if he was, that seems like he was already okay with it, right?
But that's a little bit different in that, it's a little bit different because he was in the movie. He was physically in Top Gun 2, and I believe it was his son said his lines, and then Val just moved his mouth, and then they used AI over his son's speech.
Yeah. Tom, I got something really interesting. This will be the first time we ever take something from the live studio audience, known as the YouTube chat. Okay.
Whoa.
How do you feel? Okay. Putting aside all of your emotional aspects of an AI actor, okay, immortalizing Danny DeVito forever.
He's the only actor that should be AI.
I feel 100%. Like he should be the only exception in the history of humankind. I think we need Danny DeVito to stay alive forever. I would agree with that.
Yes. Well, I think that we should in Fallout New Vegas, we should put him into a machine and keep him alive in pain forever.
In pain, Jesus.
Well, keep him alive somehow. We could use AI to reanimate him digitally or something, but I think that the essence needs to be his actual bones. And you
want to literally keep him alive.
Yeah, what's
but
his name?
We'll still recreate him AI anyway. but his personality
what's
needs
his
to
name?
be
Mr. Win
sucked
or whatever.
on.
What's the guy's name in Fallout New Vegas? Mr. Winner.
Oh,
Mr.
I
House.
just played that game too.
Mr.
This
House.
is what I'm talking. Is Mr. House? But this is what I'm talking about. I literally just played this game, Tom. Like 3 months ago, I went through this entire game. I didn't remember that.
Well, but anyway, so I think this will lead into, and I'll back it up and say, of course, I do feel bad for his daughter, and she lost her dad, but I don't know what she's thinking. And it's like, I think that they probably paid her a fair bit of money. And I think that that's probably lessened this, but it's like, I don't think your dad would have wanted, I don't know, maybe he would have, maybe he does want this. Maybe he'd said, Mercedes, use this. But I get the sense.
I don't think the onus goes to her. I think the onus goes to the director for sure. I think I agree with you that he most likely wouldn't be okay with this. But again, we also don't know.
Yeah,
right?
we don't know.
If there's already a scenario where he did agree for AI voiceover to be used because he couldn't speak or whatever, maybe he was more into it than we could think. I think, though, objectively, this is a bad thing for humanity itself as a whole, because we're just going to get the repeated recycled garbage. You know, as much as I love Jack Black, like, I don't think we should live in a world where there's just an infinite amount of Jack Black movies.
Well, I think it's
Minecraft
just like
25.
Yeah, we're gonna get Minecraft 25. I just think that there's like, I think that that's what makes film special, and I think that that's what Val would have said. I think that Val would have said, "Hey, I made a movie like Tombstone, and I put on this great performance, but now I can't play that character anymore." And I think that he would have said, like, watch this fantastic movie with this ensemble of actors from that time and enjoy it for what it is, like a piece of art. And I don't, it's like this sets that precedent of like, oh, now we're just going to get like 100% a company like Disney. Like once Chris Pratt or whoever signs their rights away, we're just going to get Star-Lord Chris Pratt in Guardians of the Galaxy 57 100 years from now. And it's like, but for real, I think that that's what they want. We're going to get Hugh Jackman, and like the joke about Hugh Jackman being Wolverine forever will happen because Disney will be like, all right, we've cast Hugh Jackman, the first actor who's been cast forever as this character.
No, I mean, the Slop is just going to, I mean, we have AI Slop. Now we're going to get AI Slop movies. It's just, I don't know. It's bad. It's not good.
It's not good. It's not good. This is very sad. I feel bad, Mercedes. I'm sorry you lost your dad, but it's a bad look. This is a bad look. And what was the director's name? Quarte Voorhees. What are you doing?
Mr. Voorhees, Mr. Cortes Voorhees. I know what you do in your free time.
I will say, Quarte Voorhees, just like your namesake, Jason Voorhees, who murders camp counselors, you're murdering film. Stop it. Jesus Christ.
Tell him, Tom.
It's awful. Stupid. Well, anyway, that'll conclude the news segments of this week's podcast. We're moving into our producer segment. But first, we have a commercial break, I believe.
Exciting.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tom from the MadBox podcast, Skibbity, and I want to talk to you about Patreon. Yes, if you enjoy this podcast, then maybe you should consider supporting us on Patreon. We don't really get paid anywhere else for doing this show, so if there is any support while we build up the channel and hopefully get monetized in the future, it would be nice to see any support that comes from viewers that are able to give something. Over on Patreon, we have many tiers, such as the tier that's $6 a month that will give you exclusive 30 to 60 minute episodes of the MadBox podcast each week. Basically, that's just a place where we talk about the stuff we didn't get to talk about that week, and we leave it there for our Patreon viewers. We also have an exclusive episode of the MadBox podcast on the Patreon right now, which is a Make Me a Believer, where me Tom from the MadBox podcast, Skibbity, tries to convince Noah, my other podcast member, into believing that Bob Lazar is legit. Pretty cool, right? What do you have to say about this, Noah? Wow, wasn't that insightful? That's really good. So why don't you head on over to Patreon now for the MadBox podcast and help support our members today. If you can't, that is absolutely fine. All we ask for is you share the podcast with your friends or subscribe to the channel as we are live every Sunday, only on YouTube. Maybe we'll be somewhere else, I don't know.
Wow.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. We're here.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah.
We're back.
Big
We have
Welcome.
refreshments and everything. So welcome to the next segment that is known as the Producer Hour, which is the variety hour for me, where I introduce you guys to a couple of little fun games between you two. You'll either be competing with each other or working together to complete a lovely little game that I did.
Exciting.
Both of you.
I think Tom kicked my ass in the last one.
He did. It was more TV related though, so you know, who's to say? Who knows what would happen in those? It was also kind of a half-baked episode. This one is a true producer hour. This is
full on.
This is
It's
full
fully
on.
cooked.
That's going to be.
Wow.
It's
So
well
what's-
done. Okay.
Yeah. So what's going to happen here is actually you guys are going to play a couple of mini games. So it's not just going to be one. Like I think we only did one last time. So we're going to get a few in there to play around. I'll actually list some of the games out.
Okay.
There is one that is called What's in the Box. Another one is called
I like
Rate
that
the
one.
Slop. And the final one,
Rate the slop. That's good. I like that.
Rate the Slop. And the final one is Time to Get Cultured. So lovely.
Ooh.
Yeah. Lovely.
Fancy.
So how you guys feeling? How are you feeling, Tom? Let's go to you first.
I'm ready to put it all on the line and win it all.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely incredible. How about you, Noah?
I feel great with our first ad break we've ever done. I was able to use the bathroom, which has been a
Yes.
big point of contention for me in these past 3 episodes. Boy, let me tell you, dude.
Yeah, we finally got an ad break going so we could all have a pee break really, really quickly. Okay, so...
Also, the final... Hold on, before we continue,
yeah?
the Final Fantasy Slander is crazy. I don't even play that game anymore, by the way. I don't even play that game
Wait.
anymore.
No. Hold on a second. Hold on. Before we get into this, I will say, weren't you just talking to me and Joe? You were like, I'm thinking about going back to Final Fantasy, guys. I swear we had this conversation like a couple.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You were definitely saying, I'm thinking about going back to. I absolutely
know.
There's a flag on the field, a flag on the play. I absolutely remember hearing you a couple days ago say, I'm thinking about going back to Final Fantasy, boys.
Yeah, whatever. Jamie, get your producer hour, please.
All right, here we go. Let me see if I can segue over to myself. I'm gonna, I guess. Well, actually, make sure my camera's actually working first. It does. It works. Okay.
Shit, I'm we have real Jamie.
You got
Oh
real.
my
I'm
God,
awake.
real Jamie.
I'm awake for just a little bit because the first
Okay.
one we're gonna play is What's in the Box. All right, and I have a real box. Look at that. For any
Oh my
of the
God.
listeners right now, it's a bright white box, nice little shiny, and
Jamie, can you paint that yellow, please?
paint it yellow. I should. You're right. I will. I'll change it to yellow because I have a feeling that this
Oh
box
my
is probably going to
goodness.
come back. So, the rules of this box.
Yeah.
There is something in there. I've just got a random item that I thought I'd put inside the box, and you guys have one guess each. No hints, no clues, no nothing. You just got to guess what's in the box. If you both
What
get
about-
it wrong, then you
Okay.
have to wait till next month when the next producer podcast happens
Oh,
to
come
guess again.
on.
What
So we
about
just
the
have to
live
guess what you
studio
have
audience?
inside of the box?
Yeah, you just have to guess what's in the box.
Dude, we're just gonna be doing this segment
So
forever, by the way.
And
It
when
can
you
literally
officially-
be anything.
When you officially figure out what's in that box, the box segment ends and we'll never get it back. So there you go.
Tom, you gotta think everything that Jamie would have in his house.
Yeah.
Because you know he just threw something in there.
Yeah, I'm trying to
It'd
think
be
of
crazy if you bought something specifically for this, all right? So it has to
Imagine
be a
I
household
would
item.
do that. Why would I do
Yeah,
that?
but that is a Jamie.
Now I don't
that
know,
is a
Jamie. I don't
thing.
like the way
Why
you
would
said
I
that.
do that? Why would I do
Okay.
All right, we're
All right,
gonna start.
Does the live
before you
studio
do.
audience get a guess?
Yeah, sure. Why not? They can have a guess too.
Just pick
Why
a
not?
random one.
Just
yeah.
pick a random one. Yeah, that just messages them in the chat. Okay. All right. Okay. We're gonna go to Tom first. We're gonna throw to you, Tom. What do you think's in the box?
X-Files DVDs. X-Files DVDs.
X-Files the
Wow.
DVDs. I need to do a drum roll for these things. But anyway, imagine there's a drum roll.
Tom, you could have been more specific. You could have just said DVDs, man. What if there are DVDs, but you used X-Files DVDs, and now he's gonna get away with it? We're never gonna guess DVDs again.
Maybe I'm right.
I can tell you.
Do we? Yeah.
No, it is not X-Files DVDs.
Damn.
All right, Noah, it's coming to you. All right. Before we go to the chat, we'll let the chat decide themselves. Go on, Noah. What do you think is in the box?
I want to say DVDs now because he didn't say DVDs, but you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Interesting.
I'm trusting you, Jamie. I'm trusting you.
Okay.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste? You
Toothpaste.
are incorrect.
Oh,
come on.
Ah, dear.
Next
Well,
week.
you guys are going to have to wait till the next producer hour, which I guess we rotate in fours, so...
Well, what about the
4 weeks.
live studio guest? What about the live studio guest?
Oh, go on then, the studio. Yeah, go on. I have a little
Someone
guess
said
in
DVDs. It's DVDs.
there. Someone said DVDs.
Yeah, is it DVD? Yeah, is it DVDs?
It is not DVDs. Ah,
God.
there you go.
Bob's paying that guy.
Get him going. Oh yeah, that was a rule. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, if you guess wrong in the chat, you're banned.
Oh, well.
Should have probably stipulated that before you guys guessed.
All right,
yeah.
mods, start banning.
All right, did you guys enjoy that? That was the very first game of the day. Fantastic. Right?
Jamie,
I did enjoy that, and we're never
Jamie,
gonna get it.
real quick before we move on, can you just tell us what's in the box?
No, I
Yeah,
can't.
Jamie, real quick.
That's not the purpose of the game, though. Like, I can't do that.
Okay, Jamie, can you do me one thing for next week? Okay, can you bring the box to the microphone and jiggle it?
Wait, next producer, but yeah, sure, why not? I can do that.
Yeah, you don't have to do it now, but next time.
Yeah,
Not
well,
next
you'll have to
week,
remind me.
whenever.
Yeah, next
whenever the
producer
next
podcast.
producer hour is. Yeah,
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I guess we'll find out. We'll find out next month. That
Yes.
maybe we'll be able.
You have to wait
get
next month to have your
That's
three
right.
guesses.
We're not even doing it once a week. We're gonna have to do it once a month.
Yeah,
This
you're
is
gonna
gonna
do,
be-
yeah. You're gonna do it once a month.
I mean, this is going to turn into if the podcast goes on for years, this is going to go on for years.
What do you mean?
It's
You might
actually
get
4
it
years.
next night. You never know. You never know, guys. It could be
We get-
anything, obviously.
Jamie, we get effectively 3 guesses every month.
Yeah.
God, Jesus Christ.
What's wrong with that?
It's only
That's it. That's
Yeah,
that's
we're
one
never-
more that I was gonna give you. I was just gonna say
That
you
is
two,
true.
and then you
we were
convinced
gonna
me.
get 2. I fought for
you gotta
3.
wait. Hold on.
I
You got to
fought
give
for
us
3.
you got to give us at least something every if it's once a month. If we new stipulation. If we get it wrong, you have to give us a tiny hint every time we get it wrong before we go to the next segment.
I
So
don't
the
know.
next
I don't know if we
month
should
have
do
a
that because then
little
we'll
bit.
figure it out. I do think it'll be funny if we do this for years that we never actually.
I think it's
figure out
funnier
for
the
box.
longer it goes up because you guys will just
Yeah.
get more and more angry. So yeah, no. You
Great.
guys
We've
are
already got the
literally
third
wasting. Yeah, you've had the third guess. So there you go. We gave it
All
a
right,
go,
well.
everybody, and they sadly failed. And it's crazy. I gave them all the chances to get.
This
take
is
a
gonna
guess,
turn
and
this is gonna turn into a thing that like if this podcast like blows up and we have like we eventually have thousands of listeners, people are gonna be like, all right, it's year 3 and you still haven't figured out what's in this stupid
There's gonna
box.
be theory. We're gonna get a game theory on it. They'll be like, "What's in the box?" See, I'm thinking long term. Get a game theory video. They'll be
the
like,
long con.
"What's in the MadBox podcast box?" There you go. That's how it.
I like this. I like this. Good idea, Jamie. Good idea.
This is torture. This is torture.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because now you're going to be going to bed wondering what on earth is in the box now. Because that's just going to be all they do.
Just sweating and shaking. Just, the box. They're gonna commit me. No, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna commit me to like a sanitarium. It's like all he's been saying is what's in the box for the last 57 years.
We're gonna have to coordinate. Like Tom is gonna have to say something that he thinks Jamie would put in the box, and I'm gonna have to just like throw a curveball of random items, random household items, until we get it.
What I think would have been funny that I'm thinking about it now. Jamie said it's not DVDs, but like that's like the pivotal scene in the movie Seven. Is like the what's in the box? What's in the Brad Pitt going? What's in the box?
Yeah, what's in the box?
And like it would have been funny if Jamie just put a copy of Seven in the box, but he already said it wasn't. It's not, but apparently it's not a DVD.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What if it's a VHS, Tom?
Could be a VHS of Seven.
Clarify this.
Guess.
DVD, does that also encompass Blu-ray and other forms of media?
You can't say other forms of media.
That's I know. Like I'm not going to class as I'm not going to count that. What do you mean?
Is VHS, DVD, Blu-ray quantified as the same guess?
No. DVD classes. I'll throw Blu-rays in there.
Be careful where you walk,
VHS.
Jamie. He's trying. He's probing
I'm
you right now.
narrowing it down.
He could try narrow it down if he wants,
this.
but VHS definitely doesn't count.
Okay. Next week we guess VHS. Or next month.
I could be just feeding you guys false information to make you guess VHS, and then when it's not, you have to wait another month to think of something else.
Yeah, or this is 4D. Yeah, or this is just 4D chess, and you're saying that.
That could be. I could also be saying that too. I guess you'll have to wait till next month to find out.
God damn it! All right, move on.
Oh dear. So which one do you guys want to do next? I think I'll let you guys choose on this one. So we can either do It's Time to Get Cultured, or we can go straight into the slop ranking. Lovely. Slop ranking.
I need to see the slop.
Oh, you need to see the slop?
I'm kind of ready for the slop too.
You ready
I
for the slop?
Sloppy.
Okay, all right.
Sloppy, yeah.
Okay, here we go, guys. All right, for everybody listening right now, we're going to move on to I don't think I actually gave it a name, but I guess I'll just call it Rate the Slop. It's the main thing in the title. And so what I have made, guys, is since we're obviously talking about an actor being replaced in a movie, getting AI generated, long after they've been deceased, I figured why not go back in time and have a look at a couple of other times that has happened, where a lovely billion-dollar corporation has attempted to take someone who has died and reanimated them into either a film or something else. And I've made a lovely little tier list for you guys to obviously take a little look over here.
Okay.
And it's slop.
And we're gonna get to that? We're gonna.
I gotta
have some lovely.
Because this looks crazy from my angle. What is? If you that super small, Jamie, that looks like a booty.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So here you go, guys. Okay. So we got some tier lists. We got at the very top, sloppiest slop. Absolutely fantastic. Just below, we got Mr. Sloppy's Sloppy Home. In the middle right here, we've got slop, just slop.
Just pure slop.
Just pure slop in the middle of there. And then below, slop galore. And then at the bottom, we got
like slop galore should be higher than slop, no?
Who's to say? It's slop at the end of the day.
Yeah, nobody knows.
No one really knows where the slop tier goes, but that's for you guys to decide by ranking these lovely little information things right here for you. So I think we'll let me actually. I just realized I should probably get my little list up here so I can read them to you. We're gonna start with James Dean. Lovely little famous actor over here. I've got a little script for you guys that I'm going to read. So hold on, let me get this up. It's my presenter voice. Sorry guys, a little bit nervous, but hopefully I do well. James Dean, new role. James Dean was cast in a brand new movie about the Vietnam War called Finding Jack. However, for those who don't know, James Dean is dead. But not to worry.
Also not young looking.
Because the producers of this new film have the great idea of hiring a guy who looks like a guy named like James Dean, and then they deep-faked Dean's face onto the actor, who will then be playing James Dean, playing the character in the movie. So essentially...
Okay, that's pretty bad.
So essentially, yeah, they just hired some guy to essentially play James Dean, who will then be playing a character
Tom
within
is
this movie.
Is heating up over there. He was so passionate about Val Kilmer.
I know, I'm listening to this. So I will say for this one, just top of my head, I will say the only thing that I'll say that I'm like, all right, at least it's not that bad, is that it's a real actor doing a real performance. But then they're just replacing, they're changing his likeness to match. So the only thing that I'll say is that I'm like, all right, I'm like, yeah, this isn't the worst use. I still don't like it. And I still think it's dumb, but at least there's a real actor.
I think we established
somewhere.
the baseline that we hate all of it. So very rarely, I don't think we're going to put anything in okay. I don't think this is okay.
All
Slop
right,
galore or slop? What do you think?
I think this is slop galore because it's not the worst, but it's not good either. I think this is a slop galore.
A slop.
How did they even get the rights to use James Dean's face?
I believe it was another family scenario where the family
his estate,
God.
But that's how this always
happens. Hey, do you want a
happens.
shit ton of money?
That's kind of it, yeah.
Well, that's all of it, is that like, and something like James Dean is that he's been dead for 60 years. So it's like, this is his grandchild just being like let's say there's a grandchild, they're broke. And like, I'm guessing here, but it's like, oh yeah, like you'll give me what, $100,000 to use my granddad's likeness in this movie? Great. Give me my check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's definitely bad, but again, real actor being used at least bare minimum.
Yeah. There's
what about the voice? Are they AI doing the voice too?
I believe
or is the actor going to?
It's the actor, I believe, going to do the voice.
The voice.
Well, yeah.
All right. So not as bad. Like at least there's a real actor somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Yeah, you could say that. All
sort
right.
of.
Let's go on to another less infuriating one. Or is it? Who knows? Carrie Fisher in the Rise of the Skywalker, or Rise of Skywalker.
Did they just put her in it? Is that what they did?
Yeah,
I can't remember exactly.
I'll read my lovely little script here that I've got for you guys. Carrie Fisher played Princess Leia in Star Wars, but passed away before the final movie was shot in the 2010s trilogy. So they used outtakes from the previous movie for the face and then merged it with CGI and a little bit of AI technology thrown in there as well for the final movie. Carrie Fisher, everybody.
Huh.
I mean, again, it's like they're using so that's CGI, which like CGI has been around forever. So that's CGI plus real footage that they used of outtakes from the previous film, so stuff that didn't make the final cut, and then they AI'd some other stuff. Correct me if I'm
how
wrong.
much of it was AI?
Yeah, was this like? I don't even remember that. Like, was she? How many seconds of the movie was she in? I don't even remember her being.
She was mostly in the background. I can't remember if she had any dialogue, but it was mostly her just kind of. I think they definitely tried to filter her out, from my understanding, because
so like she was just there to let fans know that like, oh shit, there she is, kind of like a nod to her.
I believe so.
Or anything.
Most of the CGI and AI was basically to merge her face onto the costumes and hairstyle that they made for her because they wanted her to look different. So her face.
But she didn't actually have any lines in the movie, did she?
She's just like she's just in the background to be like, look, she made it. So, she's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe this is okay. She's not like, they're using outtakes, they're using CGI, which is already a thing, and she's not even like they're acting. You know what I mean? They're just making it not look like shit.
She's an extra. Like they made her an extra, basically. I still think this is stupid, but I'm gonna say this is. I'll say it's okay because I'm like,
I think this is the first instance of okay.
Okay.
It's still dumb. Like they should just I don't know, just like have her, like they can make a reference to her off camera, but like it's like I think that they've done stuff like this with CGI forever, and like I still don't like it, but
no, I don't like it, but like I'm not infuriated by this, and again, if she doesn't have any lines, and if she's not like an actor in it, and she's not like completely AI generated, I don't know. I think it's whatever.
Right. This is just background. This is background. I agree with. I this is our second comment from the chat. Also, anybody who's listening on Spotify, I'm responding to the YouTube chat. I agree with Ska B Gaming in the chat that all AI slop is auto lowest tier. I mean, that's the like. So I will. For anybody listening,
would make it a hard tier list to make, Tom, if it was all just bad.
I will say, let's just assume that this is already the lowest tier, and now we're rating everything that's being rated here we're rating everything that's already on the lowest tier ever created of everything, and now we're lowering it even lower than that.
I mean,
it's the rating of the
tier.
lowest of.
It's what is the sloppiest? What is the lowest of the slop? They're all slop,
right?
Basically,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so we will preface that by saying we've already established that it's all slop, and we're now ranking how horrific each of the slop levels are.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of the slop levels, let's go on to this fantastic one that I love. Stan Lee. I don't know if anyone heard of this, but literally this happened just last year. Let me read my lovely little script I got for you guys. Okay, so Stan Lee, famous for helping Marvel Comics become what we see today. However, he died back in 2018. But not to worry, LA Comic Con had the great idea of using AI to make an interactive Stan Lee, where you can speak to him directly and he'll give you personal responses. In fact, I believe there's an actual video I can show you of this, guys. Let me just get this up.
Show me the video. Show me the video.
Let me see if I can get this up.
Show me the video. This is scary, bud.
Where is it? Where is my lovely little list over here? Let's I think this should play for us, hopefully. Oh, let me pause it first.
So it's just like a display at the con?
Oh no, it's a thing you can speak to, and he interacts with you. And
but like it's like a thing at the convention, right?
Yeah, it's a thing at the convention. So.
This is not like an app you can get on your phone.
No,
this is something that's
I believe
literally at the convention you need to interact with.
Yes, yeah, this is where it is.
So this is looking terrible, by the way.
Oh yeah, there's loads of them.
He looks like a Fortnite character.
Yeah, it looks. It's pretty dumb. I mean, essentially, this is an AI assistant with Stan Lee's voice on it.
Yeah.
It's dumb. It's not. You're not interacting with the real Stan Lee. However much money they spent on this, it was a waste of money. It was a waste of resources. I'm sure that this is technology that they're trying to like. Whatever company this was that's doing the Stan Lee
experience.
But I'm sure that this company is probably going to use this for other celebrities and like deceased relatives and stuff. I think that this is like them soft launching it to be like, oh look, but like also now, you know, your grandpa passed and now you can talk to them forever. And
I feel like that's so fucking
it's
scary.
So dystopian. It's so weird. It's not really them. It's not even their essence. It's just like they program in, grandpa liked chocolate chip cookies. So like when you ask it, be like, Grandpa, are you eating your chocolate chip cookies in heaven? You bet I am, Sonny Jim. And it's like, wow. It's like it's bad. I'm gonna throw this in mid-level slop.
Can you bring back the tier list?
Yeah,
the tier list again.
Let's bring the tier list back.
I think this is slop, and I don't think it should be okay, but I don't think this is inherently hurtful to a lot of people. But it makes me want to move the James Dean one up to slop and bring that one down to slop galore.
You want to bring the Stan Lee one down to slop galore?
Because it's just like an interactive experience at a con that you need to go to. And it's like a stupid thing.
Well, I think they're looking to profit off of this. That's what this company is planning to do.
And what I think is this company is doing something like this to then like soft launch it for like other celebrities and relatives and stuff
Well,
like
Is there
that.
proof of that? Is that actually happening?
Well, I think this is-
I thought they
well, this
marketed it as the
company-
Stan Lee experience. It just looks kind of like, I don't know.
I
the
believe
stupid
this
thing you do at a
company.
con. I did a lot of stupid shit at cons, you know.
Well, I believe this is the company that kind of had a lot of rights to Stan Lee's likeness and stuff like that, who also bullied him when he was still alive. He was always at these conventions.
That makes it really bad. He didn't like them.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh, you
hated
did-
this.
oh,
Did you
yeah,
not see
you
the
did.
documentary?
That's pretty
There's
bad. That's
a-
pretty.
Yeah.
That might be the sloppiest of the slop. If it's a company that
Yeah,
he didn't like and they're
well-
using his likeness, that
Oh, yeah,
makes
he
it
was-
10,000
he was
times
being
worse.
he was being really mistreated. Like they were basically using him as a prop to be like Stan. Like it was bad. They were
Wow.
basically like they would like drive him to
Wow.
a place and say, "You're gonna sign autographs now for 3 hours, old man." And like they were really his last decade was miserable. He was being really mistreated.
That's yeah. So I guess yeah, that makes it the worst for me knowing that. Honestly, like actually, because
It's-
someone is legitimately being hurt by this.
He was
Well, not,
all
they're
the
not
way.
being hurt by it, but
Yeah.
he was hurt by these people, and they're still using his fucking likeness in this way. That's
Oh
kinda
yeah,
crazy.
he
All right,
he
all right,
died,
all right.
and they were like, "Let's find a way to keep him going," because they're like, it's not like no remorse for him gone. It's just like, let's bring him back.
Yeah. I
Okay,
think-
let's
I
say
think-
let's say F this
continue, Dom.
company. Let's say F this company. Sloppy is slop.
Yeah, I seriously think that like just it is inherently a bad thing.
Sloppy
Like,
is
it's
slop?
just a bad. It's like probably the worst thing. Yeah, it's not
Okay.
even like because it's not on the same level of like, oh, I hate AI. This looks terrible. Don't do this. It's like just wrong, straight wrong. That's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, they were profiting. I mean, that was the whole thing. They were just making profit off of his name. Like
Yeah.
they were taking
Yeah, it was pretty
like
bad.
basically like the story. I've read some stories about it, and it was basically like if he protested, they were already so in the Stan Lee business that they were like, if you don't do this, we don't make our money, Stan. You got to do it. And like they would like make him do stuff because they
Yeah, that's
were
terrible.
they were making money off his appearances and whatever.
That's really bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. There's a documentary coming out, no? About that?
I believe so.
Is it
I
really?
think I
I'd be
think
interested
that
to watch
was
that.
the one that had the drama behind it as well, because I think even that had some drama of accusations that this guy saw it all happen and he just filmed it instead without doing anything.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
there was I think that's part of it. That's part of this other accusation. I think that you're right, Jamie. There was somebody documenting all of this stuff happening, and people are mad that he didn't step in. He was just like documenting it,
Yeah, that's crazy.
which is like it's like
Which I guess is
I
harder
get-
to do, I guess. to-
Yeah, he should have like people have made this sort of thing before though, where like I know that that old WWE wrestler, she passed away a few years ago, China. She was being taken advantage of as well. Like there was a documentarian like following her around, but like she was really mentally unwell at the later stages of her life, and like a similar situation where like she was being forced to do conventions and stuff like that and like do documentary stuff, but she was not in the right state of mind to be doing that. So I do think sadly this happens often.
Yeah, that's messed up, man. It's terrible.
All right, guys, enough
Yeah.
of that all sad stories. Let's go on to something really fun. All right, AI. Let's move on to Peter Cushing in Rogue One. This is kind of one of those older ones, but Peter Cushing.
Is this another Star Wars?
This is another Star
Thing?
Wars one. Yeah. This was Rogue One, I
Wow,
believe. Not sure when this one came out. 2016 probably. But either way, here's my little script. Peter Cushing played the role of Grand Moff Tarkin in the original Star Wars trilogy back in the 70s and 80s. He sadly passed in 1994, but over 20 years after his death, he was resurrected and appeared in the Star Wars film Rogue One, using an actor called Guy Henry for a similar size and voice, and then used motion capture and CGI to replace Guy's face with Peter's.
I mean,
There
I
you
think
go.
that this is the
I mean, it's
same
not even
thing.
AI though, right?
No, this is the same thing as James Dean, that situation. So I'm gonna say if we're
I think it just goes
following
slop galore. Yeah.
if we're following that metric, it's like they
Slop galore.
CGI They CGI'd somebody's face onto an existing actor. I do remember seeing this, and it doesn't look good. And you can tell that it's very Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
But at least it's a real actor, I guess.
Yeah, it's a real actor, and I don't know. It is weird. It's definitely weird. It's not okay. It's not like something that we should do all the time, but it's like whatever. Slop Galore is definitely a solid placement for that.
Slop Galore, loving it. All right, let's go on to another lovely story. Christopher Reeves, Superman in Flash 2023. So
I do remember seeing this, yes.
Here we go. Christopher Reeves is most famous for playing the beloved Superman during the 70s and 80s. Sadly, after a horse riding accident in 1995, he was left paralyzed and passed away in 2004. But not to worry, though. We brought him back in 2023 for the Flash movie using old archive footage and AI. We got to see him once again. Thank the Lord for the billion-dollar companies. All right, where are we going with this?
Oh, God. I think that's pretty much, that's just, he's like entirely AI. He does. I can only see that little thumbnail you have. That looks terrible just from here.
It looks, so you can see this clip online. It doesn't look good. It's basically like, I believe the clip is it's Superman and Supergirl, and they like are looking into the Flash's universe, and it's like a 5-second clip of them like looking at the universe, and it's just like them doing a glance. It looks really bad. It looks stupid. It was really unnecessary.
Wait, is that all there was though? There was only like 5 seconds of that?
It's super short.
I believe
it's
so.
just like
it wasn't much.
That makes it a little bit better, I guess.
I'm gonna put this in. It looks really bad though. I was gonna say it's not okay. I was like, is it Slop Galore? I'm just gonna put it in Slop.
I think it's Slop.
Because
it was the duration of it.
Done.
Yeah, I think. Well, I also think the duration of it is meaningful, right? Because if it's like you said, it's only like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
so this whole sequence, it was supposed to be like a multiverse thing of them looking in, and it shows all the Supermans that have ever been in film. And part of that was like, Nicolas Cage's Superman, but like Nicolas Cage was never actually in Superman, but there was a universe where Nicolas Cage was Superman, and it had like Christopher Reeves Superman. It cut to like all of them.
That's actually fun. I kind of want to see that now. Nicolas Cage Superman.
Oh yeah, that's a very famous story. Did you ever hear about that?
No.
Well, we'll do that another time. But yeah, Nicolas Cage was cast in Tim Burton's Superman, and the movie never happened.
We should have an entire segment of Nicolas Cage. I feel like we could do one.
We could do it in
absolutely.
So for anyone who's listening to the chat right now, I guess I'll say it since I'm in charge of this segment. But after this episode ends, we're going over to Patreon, and we can probably talk about the Nicolas Cage Superman there. On top of that, we're going to also be watching LA Beast eating. What was it? He had a camera to see his stomach. So we're going to also see that. Because that looks crazy.
Why I'm really looking forward to that.
We all didn't watch it either, but that was that's what that was. So where's this going, gentlemen? Where we put in Christopher?
I'm thinking Slop, man. If it's only 5 seconds, it's not that
Slop.
big of a deal. It's probably just it looks dog shit and fuck AI, right? But I mean, if it's only 5 seconds,
Yeah,
it looks bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it essentially.
Okay.
It was a cameo. That's all. It was a cameo basically.
Yeah.
It was they were doing the homage. It looks bad. It looks stupid.
Okay, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty good list. But guys, I've saved the best till last. Have any of you heard of Tilly Norwood?
No. Who's that?
No.
Oh well. You are in for a lovely treat because Tilly Norwood doesn't exist.
Oh,
she
God.
is an AI actor. Actress.
Oh,
sorry.
No,
that was created by a company.
I have to Google this. Tilly Norwood.
Last September, as she came to the world. And here's the fun part. I have a little video.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing it.
Of you to show you guys of Tilly being introduced to the world.
I need to understand.
An AI actress. I mean, I'm looking at it now, and like you can tell that
Jimmy's showing the.
I'm getting a video for you guys to watch.
The
Here
video.
we go.
Okay, So for anybody listening, Jamie is showing us video of Tilly Norwood, the AI actress, apparently. Yes. I've never heard of this, but apparently there's an all AI actress.
Yeah, this was made in the UK of all places, so if there's any other reason to not really like the British, there you go. But here we go. Have a little look at this intro. I guess for listeners, you can probably just listen to it. There's not really too many visuals. Tom and Noah will obviously explain after it's finished, but you guys can just take a little listen to this while we react. Once this, yeah, I think that's right.
We all knew TV was dead, but thought, why not squeeze in one last development meeting?
We had one rule. No missing children,
so are these
no dead women, and no
no.
They're all AI.
These people are AI too?
These are all AI. You can hear it in their voices.
Weird. Very BBC Two.
The commissioner said no.
Oh,
AI
crazy.
generated 100 better ideas in minutes, perfectly aligned to channel data, viewing figures, and optimized for the audience. The winning AI format?
I know what you streamed
totally
last summer.
I know what you streamed.
Interactive thriller built from your streaming history and Deliveroo orders.
What?
Wait, hold on, pause. They put in an AI Reddit moderator. Wow.
I'm gonna off the bat. What I'm gonna say right now is this is horrifying because
this is awful.
You have to really, really look to see what's AI, and it got me in the beginning. I'm gonna be honest with you. It got me in the beginning. I did not. Wow, this is fucked. So we are fucked.
I will say that, like, so for this scene here that Jamie has pulled up, and for anybody listening, those things in the background, they're called soft boxes, the lighting, the lighting.
These are fucking enormous.
They're comically large.
Yeah, that's
so like I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, they're not this big. Like those are comically gigantic. So like looking at it, there are tells.
But like, I assume this is quick, right? Like we're paused here, but we're not gonna really pay attention to that as we're watching it, right?
You're not gonna pay attention to it as you're watching it. Or like the girls in the pool, all of them are nude.
Oh my god, they are nude.
So it's like
they are nude. I didn't notice that.
It's like, oh, all right, this is definitely like not real. It's like you can tell.
The guy on the left, what is he doing with the light box thing?
He did nothing. He's just it just has his arm up. It's like hey, AI. Or like you can look, it's like all of the women, they don't have faces. Nobody has a face. Like they didn't animate the faces. And like even if something was like this like depth of focus was like on the actor in like a real shot, you'd be able to see that there'd be features, but these are all like just faceless voids in the background. It looks super fake.
Yeah. I mean, but again, it looks fake, but like because we're paused here.
Yeah.
If we're playing it and you're not like catching all of that at a glance, you know what I mean? And this is what it looks like now. It's just gonna get better. This is fucked. I don't know. Continue.
Let's go. Let's keep going, gentlemen.
Mental health format.
Britain's Got Breakdown. Audience votes on who gets therapy.
Ian Katz loved that one. I remember saying, you do realise this is for BBC Two? It tested ridiculously well, particularly among men who shop at Screwfix and women
some of the
obsessed with
mouths
gut
are
health.
All made for less than
some aren't really
budget
fucked
on the bear.
Well, they all open their mouths like everybody's mouth opens really big.
Ignored that.
We wrote the whole script. Claude 3, Gemini, GPT. We called it a writer's room. It even did its own Silver Mouse paperwork and immediately got Albert certified.
What's Silver Mouse?
Just an elaborate BBC hazing ritual. Who did it cast?
Tilly Norwood, 100% AI generated.
By
Jesus
some company called
Christ.
Particle 6.
She'll do anything I say. I'm already in love.
Girl Next Door vibes.
We go back to that.
She'll do anything I say.
The fact that they made his like desk like super dirty and shit. Go back to that guy.
I say.
Yeah, this guy. Look how fucking gross his room is.
Right.
She'll do anything I say, he says.
They're like, this man's a computer editor. He's obviously just sat at his desk 24 hours a day. This man is just chained to his computer, just editing. Like you can see all the waveforms on his computer.
For anyone listening,
he's mixing audio.
literally
Look.
he's mixing audio. He's at his desk. It's in a dimly lit room, and then there's just bowls
Trash.
of whatever the heck it's full
Slop.
of. Brits. It's literally slop. Yeah, it's slop all over the bowl.
Yeah.
His coffee mug is really nasty. It's just,
Yeah, what is he eating in that coffee mug, man?
yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
this is. I mean, yeah, they're showing how disgusting this man is, basically.
Yeah. There you continue.
Anyway, let's get to the end.
I'm already in love. Girl next door vibes.
Like if a Sunday roast went to drama school and got BAFTA optimized.
But can she cry on Graham Norton?
Of course she can, and it'll be clipped,
Yeah.
subtitled, and monetized on TikTok
Of
by
course.
lunchtime.
We're all going to hell.
Her shadows
Got
have
me
like
commissioned,
two.
innit?
She had two shadows. You saw that?
and a podcast.
By an AI commissioner. Much
She's gonna
faster.
have a podcast. They're
Yeah.
coming after podcast.
Hey,
We're fucked,
at least it wasn't a
boys.
reboot.
Well, listen. This is why we need to blow this podcast up now.
We're
So
gonna
then-
lose to Tilly Norwood. It's over.
Noah, I hate to break it to you, but we're not actually real. We've been AI this whole.
No.
We fooled everybody. We're actually AI. We're not real.
No.
That room- that
I
room-
forgot I
that
didn't read
room-
my little script for you guys. Okay, hold on. I'll have to fix that for you.
Okay, yeah.
Tilly Norwood is not real. She is an entirely AI-generated actress created by the company named Particle 6, who have claimed that they are in talks with production companies on hiring Tilly for future films. Now,
Of course they
Oh,
are.
they're hiring her, huh?
they're hiring her.
Hiring. Hiring her,
After
huh?
this came out and this video came out, obviously it exploded and a lot of people ended up hearing about it. They obviously got a tremendous amount of backlash that it was reported that a lot of these companies suddenly shut the door on her and were no longer hiring them.
This is terrible
However,
for Tilly.
that was back in November or September. I can't remember the exact month. However, just 2 weeks ago, she has
boy.
uploaded a new video, which is a music video, which I won't play just in
course.
case somehow they're going to try and copyright us.
Copyright
But-
claims, yeah.
100%.
Somehow.
Yeah.
So I will play this on the Patreon stream so you guys can react to it because it is terrible. I cannot. It's really bad.
really that bad.
But it came out. Oh, yeah, it literally
Don't
says
make us
only.
listen to the whole thing. Then
It
we'll
only
watch
came out. Oh, I'm gonna make you listen to this whole thing on there.
No, 4 minutes and 17 seconds of AI
No.
Okay.
music. Don't
I'm
do
only
it.
gonna-
Wait. Hold on. Jamie, I'll make a deal with you. We'll listen to it if you tell us what's in the box.
No, that's not how that game works. I will.
The deal,
We will
the
watch
deal's
the
been-
first.
the
We'll
deal's been
watch the
changed.
first minute, and then I'll read the rest of the lyrics to you, because obviously the lyrics are more of what you need to be hearing. They're so bad. But essentially, the owner of the company essentially came out and then claimed that it's not true. That yes, they are actually back in it, and they are hiring Tilly again, and she will appear in some stuff in the coming months. I believe.
Just reading the description of this YouTube channel. Welcome to the Tillyverse. I want to throw up. I want to fucking throw up. The Tillyverse, please.
Welcome to the Tillyverse.
Just blow my shit
I'm
off
ready.
clean in Minecraft. Holy shit,
But, like,
man.
you
The
know,
Tillyverse.
I think to go back to what we were saying earlier about like AI actors and like existing actors that are now being replicated into AI, this
Yeah.
is like somebody who's totally created of AI origin. Just use real actors. Just hire real people to do a real performance. I know that this is not, it's laughable now. Eventually this will probably get better, but
Yeah.
just hire real people. Just really just have a real person. Like I think that the disconnect for
Yeah, but
me
real
with a lot of
people
this.
aren't part of the Tillyverse, Tom.
Touche, you got me there. I do. Yeah, exactly. The chat, Knack
The
in the chat.
cinematic Tillyverse.
Tilly Norwood will return in Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, it's bad. This is the
damn it, man.
sloppiest of slop for me,
It's
for
pretty
sure.
bad.
What?
It's
The
pretty bad.
sloppiest slop? Oh, okay. I guess, you know.
You think this is
Alright.
sloppy as a slop? Yeah.
This is the sloppiest of slop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I feel like Mr. Sloppy Slop Home is a hard one to place because, like, if it's bad, it's fucking bad, dude. There's no
Yeah.
in between slop and sloppiest of slop. If it's bad, it's going to be the peak of bad. I do think the Stan Lee one would have been Mr. Sloppy in my head if it wasn't like the same company that was like abusing him. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a different level to it.
It makes it like that much more messed up.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised the tier list ended up more diverse. I genuinely thought Tom was going to be advocating for all of this in Sloppy as Slop. So that was interesting.
Well, so I will say, with the caveat, we've already established that this is like, these are all like the worst of the, we've already established this is like, this all deserves to go. Yeah, it's all bad. And this is like extra levels of garbage bin level. Like, this is a totally different thing. It's already the worst. It's like, now how truly bad is this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's true.
We need to make the distinction. It's true.
That's true.
I'm thinking about joining the Tillyverse, by the way.
Let's join the. Oh yeah, wait, this just in. We've each received a check for $1 million to join the Tillyverse. I take it all back. Let's go! Congratulations.
What about the
Tilly?
Jamie-verse? Can we behind Jamie's back start using Jamie's likeness and make an AI Jamie called the Jamie-verse? Well, we have the Jamie-verse right there.
There he is. When's Jamie gonna wait? I need to know for the street.
Dub, we make AI Jamie. Tell us what's in the box.
Oh,
don't do that. That's not a good idea.
That's a good idea. Well,
he'll know.
Jamie, can you? Wait, hold on, Jamie. Can you make a Tangia voice, an AI Jamie Tangia voice?
Don't do that, Jamie.
I'm not doing that.
Too much to lose. Too much to lose. I did it because it's like, who the fuck am I? Don't do it to Jamie, though.
But then we could ask it what's in the box, and it could take it. It'll probably let us know.
That's true. True. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say we just recreate Jamie though, but it's whatever.
Did you build it back
Jamie?
Stronger?
Wow.
Rantier.
We'll build a stronger Jamie.
Strong. Well, that's funny. That's what they're saying for all these actors that they're going to be replacing. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, after that lovely little slop tier rating, I actually think the time to get cultured I will save for the next producer, Jamie, because we have run out of time. But I think that'll be good. You guys can look for that. That's good. That means I've got one less thing to research for the next time.
Well, thank you, Jamie. Thank you, everybody.
He's holding back on us.
Everybody in the chat. This is the insert applause. We need the soundboard for you, Jamie.
I should get the sampler. There's stuff I can do on this Stream Deck. It's just remembering to do it.
Yeah. We need a soundboard. So something like this, we got to do like an applause should be happening. We need a whole soundboard for you.
I should have a little dramatic music playing so I can play it when you guys are guessing.
I think I think it's a good idea. Yeah, for I think for the Jamie hour, we need some sound effects.
It's more of a game show, isn't it? So it makes sense to have some sound effects for it. Yeah, I'll have to try and. I mean, the next time we're doing a producer hour is a bit away, so I've probably got time to find something by then. But yeah.
And paint the box yellow. Yeah.
And paint the box yellow.
Paint the box. Yeah, I should do that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Well, I think that this concludes this week's episode of MVP, the MadBox podcast. Thank you for being here, everybody in the chat. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
No, thank
Tilly.
you.
Thank you, Tilly Norwood.
I can't say it. I can't even fake it. Thank you everybody in the chat. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, and if you're listening to us on Spotify, please rate and review this podcast. It really does help us out in the almighty algorithms. Please help us generate some more buzz. Share the podcast with your friends. And if you are following us on Patreon, we'll see you in the after party. If you would like more of the MadBox podcast, consider supporting us on Patreon, where we have exclusive content available for you every week. Every week. Well, we'll see some of you over in the Patreon land, but otherwise we'll catch you next week. Take care, everybody.
See you guys. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Stay
Bye-bye.
Stay mad.